Hey guys, here's truly Kevin Grace reporting to you from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm at Oaklawn Cemetery here on East 11th Street. This cemetery was featured on 60 Minutes, a piece that they did talking about the 1921 Black Wall Street race riots, which this weekend will be 100 years, May 31st to June 1st of 1921. They believe that was about 300 folks that were killed, black people, and they said whites would take the bodies on truck beds and cart them out, and some people think some bodies were discarded in the Arkansas River, and some believe that maybe even a little cemetery like this, there could have been mass burials. They were supposed to have had a project several years ago to do some digging, and then the mayor at that time didn't allow it. He said that it would still bring up some bad feelings, it was racially divisive, and they stopped doing it. So there's always, people have always here have said there's been a cover-up about what happened. They don't talk about it in schools, and there still has not been any type of reparations. And now there's only 3 survivors left. There was a 107-year-old woman last week who testified in front of Congress about being 7 years old and what happened here. She, matter of fact, had to leave out of the area. She moved to California. A lot of people moved, and some people stayed, but a lot of people moved, and just a lot of things weren't talked about. Just a really one of the negative pieces of history. And again, I guess people don't like the words reparations, but for 9/11, they came up with a victims fund, I guess maybe whatever terminology you want to call it, to make people feel okay than using the word reparations. Let's get it done. It's way past time. They never invested back into this community. Like I said, they wound up putting a highway, splitting the community and making it even smaller. So it's sad. So they're looking for maybe scholarship funds for descendants of the victims, and of course, financial investment in that area. North Tulsa, they're saying that it's totally different than South Tulsa. There's more poverty and things as such. So hopefully for all these discussions, finally, maybe some things will be done. So, but it's a shame that it's taken 100 years for this to finally come to the forefront. And even some of the activities that were supposed to have happened, blacks aren't prospering from it. The city's prospering from it. John Legend and Stacey Abrams pulled out of an event. They haven't canceled the event. They've somewhat postponed it to another date, but I think they got wind that the money that the city is generating is not going to, whether it be this fund that I was telling you that could help victims, it's going to prosper the city. Because even the 107-year-old woman that told Congress about Black Wall Street and what she endured, she says, the city is making money off of it, and she hasn't gotten a penny from it, nor any other victim. So again, shame on Tulsa, Oklahoma for not spreading the wealth and making sure that the community is taken care of. Anyway, reporting to you from Oaklawn Cemetery, I'm Kevin Grace.
Tulsa's Oaklawn Cemetery has reopened to the public following a memorial service on Tuesday to honor the remains of individuals recovered during a 3-year forensic excavation of the southwest quadrant of the cemetery. A monument to commemorate the people who were exhumed is now in place, and gravestones will also be installed in the coming weeks. Thus far, one man, C.L. Lewis, has been positively identified as having been a victim of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre.
Of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre graves investigation continues. A total of 83 graves have now been found. Field experts have now concluded excavations. They held a media update today saying preservation is strong for some of the individuals who have been exhumed. One of the 9 exhumed individuals is an adult male with a gunshot wound. The male victim was found well preserved. Forensic anthropologist Phoebe Stubfield questions whether the victim may have been chemically embalmed due to the level of preservation. Teeth remain one of the most reliable samples of DNA. Researchers hope to gather more to send over to testing. Brandon Nail's Alford's grandparents survived the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre. Alford now works to honor the lives of those who were taken during the destruction.
It has been 7 long years, but I so appreciate the strength, the courage, and tenacity of everyone who has been involved. Because if we didn't do this work, it would basically be saying that we want to continue to erase that history, and we do not want to do that.
The number of exhumed individuals is now up to 9. Reporting from Oaklawn Cemetery, Danielle Leocano, News Channel 8.